Right. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a game called Zoomies! Cat Racing! Oh, let's just get straight on with it, shall we? AI difficulty easy, tuxedo cat. Oh dear, can we find a cat a bit like Bib? Oh dear, I haven't won a race, none together. Okay, this is the closest one to Bib. It's mostly black with a bit of white, so that's alright. Okay then. Oh, this is loud. How do I go? What are the controls? I don't know, but I've gone quite fast. Okay. So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my Gideon, I didn't realize I did a power slide. I did a pussycat power slide. This is excellent. This is also really loud, but other than that, everything's absolutely awesome. Oh my Gideon, I had a crash. I'm also pointing the wrong direction, and everything seems to be wrong. How do I fix this? By pressing that button. What amazing music. Oh my Gideons. You weren't kidding when you said there'd be bugs. Let's try that again. Okay, yeah, so good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a... I need to learn to use the brakes. I never thought I'd say that as a cat, but here I am. Oh my Gideon, I'm so bad at this. Yeah, so good... Oh, there's a massive rubber duck over there. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a game called... I keep getting the stuck on walls. Welcome to... I love that I've almost been lapped. Welcome to a game called Zoomies, which is a game about racing cats. As in cats that race each other, not just racing cats against one another. Yes, I really need to learn to use the brakes on this. So... what can I say? There's nothing to say, there's just something to see. This game is utterly bizarre and absurd and ridiculous, but quite fun, and you seem to go really, really fast and keep falling through the floor. Oh dear. Okay, right, come on. I'm getting a little bit better with the handling of this. The brakes are really responsive, which I must admit is not quite what I would have expected from a cat. Kidsy aren't. I keep getting speed boost and I don't know why. I'd rather I didn't get a speed boost. I don't really need a cat full of nitrous. Okay, right, slow down a bit. Oh, kidsy aren't. I've gotten stuck on something again. Am I in 4th gear? Is that what that says? Oh dear, how am I ever supposed to win a race in this? And by in this, I mean as this. I would emphasise, this is not what Bib does with her day. I mean, I don't know, she goes out into the fields and I don't see her for hours on end. Maybe this is what she does. I always assumed she was just chasing rats and things. But maybe she does meet up with all the other local felines and engages in races. While listening to rather awesome music. I do hope that Bib is better at racing than I am, however, because I am absolutely terrible at this. Oh, kidsy aren't. I really hope she doesn't crash as much as I do as well. I'm pressing R, but it's not doing any good. Okay, thank you. It just waited for me to get lapped first so I can feel slightly more humiliated than I already do. Oh dear. The fact that first has lapped me... the fact that first has lapped me does kind of mean that, he did 4 laps and I only did 1. I love that the AI was on easy for that as well. It's not the AI I have a problem with, to be quite frank. It's more the controls that I have a problem with. Okay, right. Hold on to all of your infernal horses, or perhaps all of your infernal cats for 5 seconds. Are there some, clues on how to play this? Race other cats through the city streets and drift through narrow alleys to finish the finish line in first place. When turning, your cat will start to drift automatically. If you're going too fast, use the brake button to slow down. If you get stuck, use the reset button. If you feel like the game is too hard, change the difficulty in the cat select menu. I was on easy difficulty, mate. I've only got this one. So there's easy, there's medium, and there's hard. So I am on the easiest one, alright. Here we are. Let's go for this cat, actually. This Scottish cat. I don't remember seeing many cats when I was in Scotland a couple of years ago. Reduces acceleration, but smaller frame gives them better handling. Okay, I think the handling is my problem here, so... Okay. Okay, this is better. This is a bit better for me to control. I may not stand much of a chance of... of going very far. Of going very fast. But as long as I don't... Oh, giddy. As long as I don't crash it. Oh, stop it. Oh, giddy. As long as I don't... Let me reverse my cat up here. Let me, I'm sorry, it's difficult to form coherent sentences at the moment. Now that I've got better handling, maybe I'll do a bit better at this, as long as I don't crash into too many things. Oh, okay, now the handling's overly sensitive. I need to find something in the middle. Okay, kids, God. His music is quite impressive. And I feel like I've never heard anything quite like this before, so it sounds like possibly an original composition. Which is nice. Okay then, I want to get up to like the rest of the other races, partly because I want to be ever so slightly less dreadful at this, and partly because the physics are rather entertaining to watch. Okay, I need to let off the accelerator more and brake less. That's what I need to do. Kitty, okay, I'm not in last! I'm not in last! I do hope you're proud of me! Kitty, I think I also need to kind of stay on the pathway. I seem to sort of losing a lot of my grip when I go on the grass. So I think I need to be sort of conscious. I don't know why I'm trying to strategize and do this properly. I think if there's anything that games like this are designed for, it's doing them improperly, not for doing them with any kind of semblance of sense. Okay, I have managed to cross the finish line in last again, but I might do a little bit better this time. Gideon, I feel like you need to really practice these courses till you really know the streets like the back of your proverbial paw. Okay, right, come on. The problem is when you keep going fast enough and then that kind of motion blur comes on, that's when you're going so fast that I can't control it anymore. Oh, Giddy, oh, come on, I just don't want to come in last. Oh, Giddy, oh, Giddy cat, I suppose might be a slightly better description. Come on, let's not careen the cat into another fence post. Oh, Giddy, the problem is the handling is dependent on your speed. If you're going really fast, then the handling works quite nicely. If you're going really slowly, the handling works really badly. I did terrible again. Okay, one more quick try. Right, come on. Rev up your cat! Oh, go! Oh, it's this big bit at the beginning where there's this scrummage. It's like the beginning of a rugby match where everyone piles aboard one another. Oh, Kitty, you have to be very, very careful that you don't crash into stuff. Okay, I think, unless I'm highly mistaken, that I am in second place at the moment. I'm in first! I'm not in first anymore. I have no idea what I'm doing. I also realised I've got a really rubbish username, but never mind. That's just the default one it's given me by standard. Okay, good, I'm in last place again. And alive. Come on, I want to do a little bit better. A little bit better than I did last time. Couldn't have done a hell of a lot worse than I did last time. Come on, me and the Scottish cat are going to do an excellent job of running through this American city, presumably judging by the width of the streets. We don't have streets nearly this wide in this country. Or maybe everything just looks bigger because I am a small cat. Okay, right, come on. Man alive, this is a really interesting racing game actually, because I feel like this is oh no, go, move your feline butt. I feel like this is actually quite a legitimate racing game, despite the fact that it's absolutely ridiculous. And those are my favourites of the ridiculous games. It's the ones that are actually a decent game underneath the novelty and the absurdity of the game itself. Okay, right, where am I? I'm 6th, I think? Kitty aunt. Okay. This is very intense. I don't know why I'm putting so much effort into this or why I'm so intent on coming first, but I really am. Mainly because I want to get the other cat. I want to have a cat collection. Okay, right, come on. It's this bend. That bend always screws me up. But okay, right, come on. If I could just... Oh, Kitty, if I can just not mess this up inordinately... Ow! If I can just not mess this up completely, he says, completely messing it up. There we are. That's what I need to do. I need to kind of drift through the corners, I think. Rather than... Oh, Giddy up. Rather than doing that. I didn't come last. I came 9th. Oh, my Gideon. I rather like this game. It's utterly bizarre and ridiculous and absurd. At least we didn't seem to get quite as many bugs when I got a bit better at it, and I stopped crashing into walls all the time. So, that was kind of awesome. I like these crates. They remind me of like the boxes they keep dogs in at a dog race. And I like the kind of, what I assume is a fan, but I look at it as like a radioactive symbol. I like to think that these cats have all been like genetically engineered with a load of FEV virus in order to in order to make them go so fast. Right then. That was absurd, but surprisingly legitimate once you got past the surface, which I think is the best way to make one of these games. So, that was Zoomies. I sincerely hope that you enjoyed that, and the music did not turn you deaf from how loud it was, but that was a hell of a thing. I don't even have any words for that. What can be said, what needs to be said? Absolutely nothing as far as I'm concerned. Oh, boy.